Learning how to be movie stars.
All right, that's a coffee. It's a coffee talk. We could be heroes. Like the scruffy voice. Just for one day.
Not just for one day.
No. We want to be heroes every day.
That is right.
That's a coffee talk.
This is a coffee talk.
Starting with a little jingle.
Yeah. I mean, for us parents, that's important, right?
Yeah, we need to be heroes.
Well, we kind of are, so it's important to fill that role.
Yes, we are. But the definition, like, what do you think of when you first hear hero?
Like Superman or Batman. Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Steve Jobs.
No. Yeah. I mean, he invented that thing that monopolizes all our time.
Right. So he's a villain.
Yeah, super villain. But what does it say in the dictionary about hero?
It says a person who is admired or idealized for courage, outstanding achievement, or noble qualities.
Oh, yeah. Interesting. Okay.
But we talked earlier, and somebody else had a different take.
They did.
They went all the way back to Greece.
Not Babylon?
Back to the
Greece.
Days of Greek mythology.
They did. And so even to Plutarch.
Is
Yes.
he related to Pluto?
Probably, but there's probably some relationship between those, the planets and the Greece and, all that.
There's greasy planets.
Yes. So what Plutarch taught him was heroes care. True heroism, as the ancients understood it, isn't about strength or boldness or even courage, but it's about compassion. We were talking about that last time.
Compassion. That's right.
We're getting pretty ooey gooey here.
I'm covered in goo.
Are you? Well, but I think having that compassion and that empathy is really important in this space, especially where a lot of times the phones blow up and people are angry. The rates went up. Something happened, and in order to get the team able to handle that. I mean, in fact, we heard Julie out there getting a little frustrated with somebody pre-claim.
Yeah, there was somebody pre-claim.
It can get cumbersome, right? It's the same thing over and over.
It can get gooey out there.
Yeah, it gets gooey. So, but when the Greeks created the heroic ideal, they didn't choose a word that means dies trying, massacres bad guy, like any of these things. It was about the compassion.
And being what?
A hero.
The protector.
The protector.
Right. Yeah, so I like that because
the compassionate protector.
Even though our definition now might be more of this
Superman
admired superhero kind of being, a hero is really a protector of people.
Yeah. And if you want to be a hero, I mean, everybody would like to be a hero, right?
Right.
So how can you be a hero in your office? I think we wear many hats, including a Lakers hat.
Right. I think one way we do it at a high level is try to provide the tools needed to achieve the tasks at an easier, much more efficient rate that might eliminate some of those.
Provide.
Yeah, provide.
You're providing, right? You can say go get quotes.
Yeah.
And they're gonna not get quotes because just how, right? They're like, well, what? How? Or you can provide,
yes,
which in essence is protecting them and their family because they're gonna have a better income because they're gonna get better results. And what does that do for you when they get better results, Mr. Jason?
It's better for the agency.
It is.
We get better results.
Yeah.
And then we also can, protect. That's why we have systems to protect everyone's positions. We also have systems to protect. We know that there's a lot of bad outcomes if we don't handle things.
Track and measure.
But also the way we handle things, the learning about how to interact with people. That's why we do our daily drills. And we do these things to prepare people, and it really does protect their. Honestly, I think one of the big things is self-esteem.
Yeah.
In this environment, because it's really hard to sell if your self-esteem's knocked out of you. And I know back in the day when we would get really hard with our sales staff and really push them to sell, but we didn't have many systems.
Yeah.
And we a lot of the times blamed it on the salesperson, in which I don't think we had the correct systems in the agency that provided a successful path for that person.
Right. I think I agree wholeheartedly. And I think that in our head, we know how we want it to track and how we want it to go.
Yes.
And we assume, or we can get in the situation where we assume that they can read our mind, much like my wife believes that I can read her mind.
And what happens when you assume?
You
Mr.
make
Craig?
an ass of you and me. So we, by putting those systems in place, it's out on the table. And now I think it's heroic of both the person that created the system, and it provides the opportunity for your team members to also be heroic and be protectors of their own income, their own family, and of the clients that they're serving.
100%.
So are you going to be a hero today?
Yes. In what ways can we take action on this today, Mr. Craig?
Oh.
You give me one way right now that you can take action and be the hero protector for your
for
team.
Who? For my team.
I know one way that we did today.
What was it?
We were combing through the leads.
Oh.
And we were making sure that we're getting correct volume, making sure that those contact rates are there.
Yeah. I think that's huge too, because as you scale and there's more going on, and then, we're doing all these other things. We have the teledos, we have daily drills, we have the podcast. So we have all this stuff going on off to the side, and we also have the agency. And sometimes because it's so automated and because things can run almost by themselves, it becomes where you sort of, you forgot about it. But it is not heroic to not check in and make sure that you're providing.
And we also talked about meetings too. Being consistent with those meetings is a big deal. And
we're in on those.
Yeah. So
got to be on, and you got to be consistent. I think heroism requires consistency.
It does, because you can be the protector one day, and then you can be almost a part of the problem the next day.
Sure.
And then you're not considered the hero because
then you're Darth
because
Vader.
you are causing the
Then you're the villain.
You have to. It has to be consistent.
Yeah. I wonder, maybe that's a really good mindset. I know that you can only retain something for a certain amount of time, then you forget about it. But something
like
to
a
throw
pigeon,
in, right? Not like a pig. I think they're really smart.
Are they?
Yeah, ironically. But here's something to think about over the next week. Am I being a hero right now, or am I being a villain?
Right.
And I think what happens, especially like if you're not checking the leads, you're not checking the metrics, you're not checking in on that process.
Just checking in on the people too, like the individual people. Like,
right.
We all go through stuff, man. Last year was hard.
Right. And then if you don't, then the wheels come off. Then you get mad. Then instead of being the protector, you check in as the villain.
And then you crash. And then do you have proper insurance for that?
No.
Exactly. There is none.
Nope.
For that.
No. You crash and burn, then you have to come back and apologize, and then you gotta sell them all on the idea again. So you actually end up creating a lot more work for yourself by checking completely out.
Right. And it is important to, at least for me, I get very into work. But I need to be the hero at home too, and it's making sure that you do have that kind of mentality throughout everything in your life, because you're supposed to protect those around you, especially your family. But
I think Heather's the real hero at home.
Yeah, I know she is.
You go to work to escape.
Well, don't tell her that, Mr.
No,
Craig.
she's not listening. And if you are, you're the hero, Heather.
She isn't listening. There's no chance that she got through more than 2 minutes or 2 seconds.
So thank you to all of you that are heroes. Thank you, Mr. Jason. You are a hero.
And you are too, Mr. Craig,
Well,
and
thank
all
you.
of the moms out there with their kids, because they are heroes.
Now, we missed Mother's Day. That was a while back, but happy Mother's Day to all
We
of
might
the
have missed Father's Day.
Yeah, I don't really. Doesn't bother me.
No.
I don't need any recognition.
There's just a couple things I want.
Yeah. What's
But-
that? Socks?
Sleep in, one of them,
Oh man.
and the other one I can't even mention on here.
Oh, well, we'll end it at that. That's a coffee talk.
That's a coffee talk.
Coffee talk. Coffee talk. Coffee. Coffee talk. Coffee.